Scope of psychology. The field of psychology can be understood by various subfields of psychology, making an attempt in meeting the goals of psychology. One is physiological psychology. In the most fundamental sense, human beings are biological organisms. Physiological functions and the structure of our body work together to influence our behavior. Biopsychology is the branch that specializes in the area. Biopsychologists may examine the ways in which specific sites in the brain which are related to disorders such as Parkinson's disease, or they may try to determine how our sensations are related to our behavior. Second one is developmental psychology. Here the studies are with respect to how people grow and change throughout their life from prenatal stages through childhood, adulthood and old age. Developmental psychologists work in a variety of settings like colleges, schools, healthcare centers, business centers, government and non-profit organizations, etc. They are also very much involved in studies of the disturbed children and advising parents about helping such children. Third one is personality psychology. This branch helps to explain both the consistency and change in person's behavior over time from birth till the end of life through the influence of parents, siblings, playmates, school, society and culture. It also studies the individual traits that differentiate the behavior of one person from that of another person. Fourth one is health psychology. This explores the relationships between the psychological factors and physiological alignments and disease. Health psychologists focus on health maintenance and promotion of behavior related to good health such as exercise, health habits and unhealthy behaviors like smoking, drug abuse and alcoholism. Health psychologists work in healthcare settings and also in colleges and universities where they conduct research. They analyze and attempt to improve the healthcare system and formulate health policies. Fifth one is clinical psychology. It deals with the assessment and the intervention of abnormal behavior, as some observe and believe that psychological disorders arise from a person's unresolved conflicts and unconscious motives. Others maintain that some of these patterns are merely learned responses which can be unlearned with training. Still, others are content with the knowledge of thinking that there are biological basis to certain psychological disorders, especially the more serious ones. Clinical psychologists are employed in hospitals, clinics, and private practice. They often work closely with other specialists in the field of mental health. Sixth one is counseling psychology. This focuses primarily on educational, social, and career adjustment problems. Counseling psychologists advise students on effective study habits and the kind of job they might be best suited for, and provide help concerned with mild problems of social social nature and strengthen healthy lifestyle, economical and emotional adjustment. They make use of tests to measure attitudes, interests, and personality characteristics. They also do marriage and family counseling, provide strategies to improve family relationships. Seventh one is educational psychology. Educational psychologists are concerned with all the concepts of education. This includes the study of motivation, intelligence, personality, use of rewards and punishment, size of the classroom, expectations, the personality traits, and the effectiveness of the teacher, the student teacher relationships, and the attitudes, etc. It is also concerned with designing tests to evaluate students performance. They also help in designing the curriculum to make learning more interesting and enjoyable to children. Educational psychology is used in elementary and secondary schools, planning and supervising special education, training teachers, counseling students having problems, assessing students with learning difficulties such as poor writing and reading skills and lack of concentration. Eighth one is social psychology. This studies the effect of society on the thoughts, feelings, and actions of the people. Our behavior is not only the result of just our personality and predispositions. Social and environmental factors affect the way we think, say, and do. Social psychologists conduct experiments to determine the effects of various group pressures, and the influence on behavior. They investigate on the effects of propaganda, persuasion, conformity, conflict, integration, race, prejudice, and aggression. These investigations explain many incidents that would otherwise be difficult to understand. Social psychologists work largely in colleges and universities and also other organizations. Ninth one is industrial and organizational psychology. The private and public organizations apply psychology to management and employee training, supervision of personal, improve communication with the organization, counseling employees, and reduce industrial disputes. Thus, we can say that in organizational and industrial sectors, not only the psychological effects of working attitude of the employees are considered, but also the physical aspects are given importance to make workers feel healthy. Tenth one is experimental psychology. It is the branch that studies the process of sensing, perceiving, learning, and thinking, etc. by using scientific methods. The outcome of the experimental psychology is cognitive psychology, which focuses on studying higher mental processes including thinking, knowing, reasoning, judging, and decision making. Experimental psychologists often do research in lab by frequently using animals as their experimental subjects. 11th one is experimental environmental psychology. It focuses on the relationships between people and their physical and social surroundings. For example, the destiny of population and its relationship with crime, the noise pollution and its harmful effects, and the influence of overcrowding upon lifestyle, etc. 12th one is psychology of women. This concentrates on psychological factors of women's behavior and development. It focuses on a broad range of issues such as discrimination against women, the possibility of structural differences in the brain of men and women, the effect of hormones on behavior, and the causes of violence against women, fear of success, outsmarting nature of women with respect to men in various accomplishments. 13 one is sports and exercise psychology. It studies the role of motivation in sports, social aspects of sports, and physiological issues importance of training on muscular development, the coordination between eye and hand, the muscular coordination in track and field, swimming and gymnastic. 14th one is cognitive psychology. It has its roots in the cognitive outlook of the Gestalt principles. It studies thinking, memory, language development, perception, imagery, and other mental processes in order to peep into the higher human mental functions like insight, creativity, and problem solving. The names of psychologists like Edward Thalmann and Jean Piaget are associated with the propagation of the ideas of this school of thought.